we have our first guest, Gmehta, introducing for us Lore.xyz. Welcome, Gmehta. Tell us more about you and about your project.
Thanks, guys, for letting me be here. Yeah, some background. I've been following Pete on Twitter for some time and really liked his posts and had seen MetaGame all over Twitter as well. And I really enjoy the mission of, helping people make it easy to get into the DAO space in a fun way. And I think that aligns really well with the lore mission. But a little bit of background before myself, before I get into that, I've been in the crypto space since 2017. Prior to that, I was working at a bank, Morgan Stanley, and we were doing post 2008 financial crisis here in the U.S. There was a lot of regulation for banks to do stress testing in different scenarios. How would the bank react? And ultimately, I thought, it's kind of silly working in this industry, and really quickly pivoted into crypto, and was involved in the early days, working in the ICO space, and then I worked at Coinbase for a little bit, for 2 years, and I also worked at Wire, which was one of the first crypto fiat to crypto on ramps via credit card and debit card. We integrated to MetaMask and OpenSea and players like that. And now, one of my good friends, Thomas, started this company, Lore, and I joined, and I'm working on growth and product here. And Lore is essentially it's a group wallet, an experience for collectives to co-own on-chain assets together. So on the Lore platform, you can essentially deposit any currency you want and go and purchase on-chain assets together. And then from there, you can manage the entire life cycle of everything you would need to do as a group. Things like exits and distributions, payouts, transfers, buying more NFTs, selling NFTs, sweeping, things like that. You can also connect to dApps like Uniswap and Blur and things like that, and make any sort of transaction that you want multiplayer. And then on the Lore interface, you can track the shared portfolio and member equity and all of that. And so, yeah, happy to go into use cases, but I'll just pause there, see if there's any questions.
Sounds great. I have a couple of questions. So this can work as a multisig wallet. It will be the same as a multisig wallet, or it's different because it's like in a layer one type of application. How does that go?
Yeah, so the underlying technology of Lore today is GnosisSafe, which is a multi-sig wallet. And we're actually doing some UI work on top of GnosisSafe to make it super easy and friendly for newcomers to use. So you don't need to like go into your safe and manage. The other thing that people were doing was that they were kind of managing their equity on an Excel sheet and trying to make trades via their MetaMask and sending it to their friends, just blindly trusting them. And so Lore ensures all of that safety. And then additionally, yes, we are on L1s, and you can additionally attach trader wallets to your Lore wallet, so you can see your P&L from different wallets as well. And what I mean by that is that you have a Lore multi-sig wallet, and then which is on Ethereum today, and then you can attach your Solana wallet or Bitcoin wallet and see your positions there as well.
Great. Beth just asked here if we can get some screen sharing. We would love to see the UI. So yeah, that can be nice. That can be a thing.
Yeah, let me pull up an example here. One second. Yeah, so while I'm pulling this up, some use cases of like how we've seen people use Lore. Obviously, there's been a lot of bulls and bears in the NFT market. I would say, last bull run, we saw people using this for really interesting reasons. Like there was this collective formed called Right Click Save. You might have seen it. And their idea was just to pool a bunch of money and crash a Lamborghini for charity. And after they discovered Lore, they actually used they stayed within this community together, and they ended up purchasing an expensive punk. So that's like something that we thought was super interesting, like starting off with one mission and evolving into another. There's another group called A24 DAO, and they're just a group of 16 internet friends that got together to make degen plays, as they say in their mission statement. And they've grown from 23 ETH to over 100 ETH in a couple of months. And we have various examples like this where there's just like these informal group investment clubs that want to pool their resources and they want to either access like blue chip NFTs that are out of reach, or they want to move meme coin markets or take advantage of different crypto opportunities. And so by pooling their assets together, they can access different things that they couldn't potentially alone and kind of like become a whale with their friends together. And then like so that's one use case. The other interesting like user behavior that we've seen on Lore is within these NFT communities, people form sub-communities around like a shared interest or a trait. And so we saw this pretty prevalently last bull run where folks were collecting certain traits of NFTs. Like for example, if you like the Moonbirds collection, um, some folks were collecting the skeleton trait Moonbird, and they formed some sort of like lore around it, right? They were like, we want to collect all the skeleton traits to then go fund biodiversity loss in birds. And so they were able to sweep the entire floor of skeleton trait birds and use that IP to kind of form their story and attract new members over time. And so now they have 90 members and over 150 ETH in assets. Um, we've also seen different types of collectives where they're just very interested in the art together. The Hug community is a really big community, and they kind of formed just to support this one artist called Anna Judd. And so far, they've acquired 49 of her pieces, and so they're kind of like this is, I think, the really unique value proposition of Web3. You can really have these like niche interests and find people that relate to you and continue fostering that relationship. Um, yeah, let me share my screen now for one of my favorite examples.
Sure thing, go on.
One second. It's getting set up. Oh, okay. It's telling me I have to log off Discord, but is it okay if I drop a link instead?
Yeah, sure. Maybe I can think on screen sharing myself. That can be a possibility.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Let me send you the link.
great. Yeah.
And also feel free to drop it in Townhall if it's public.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll start talking about it as Jose's pulling it up. But have you guys heard of Memeland before?
Yeah, Meme Land?
Yeah.
A little
It's a
bit.
fir- it's a first for me. I haven't heard of it before.
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Meme,
Memeland. Yeah.
meme like the
So
meme project.
yeah, it's called Memeland. So this is an NFT social game, I would say. And there's a lot of more of these coming out of Animoca Brands. And Memeland was created by 9gag, if you're familiar. And essentially, Memeland introduced something very interesting that I think a lot of NFT projects are going to start evolving this cycle, which is this idea of like social game dynamics and encouraging people to pull up to kind of foster this engagement within their community and create more like long-lasting relationships in the community. So Mainland has this dynamic where if you take one of their potato assets, one of their captain assets, and one of their I forget the other asset, but the three different assets together, and if you pool them together, you will earn more rewards through questing, which is essentially staking. And since these assets are quite expensive, like 11 ETH and 21 ETH, it was pretty out of price people, and so people pulled up their one potato with another captain, and they formed these super crews on Lore. And what you're sharing here is the MVP 69 DAO, which is a super crew, and they were able to earn a significant amount of rewards and participate in raids, which are kind of part of their social game dynamic. And so that's kind of like all enabled by Lore. And yeah, I think that's like what we're excited about is seeing more and more NFT communities start to do this stuff. So to actually stick through lore, and that's 7% of the total meme land NFTs total that are on lore. And so we actually have like hundreds of these meme land communities, but MVP 69 is one of our favorites. Would highly recommend just creating a collective and trying it out, and always open to different feedback as well. Just on that point as well, we actually have a giveaway going on right now, if I can talk about that for a little bit.
Please.
Yeah, so this is some alpha for you guys, because we just started this. But up until April 1st, if you create a lore collective, and invite at least 3 friends to your collective and close at least 0.069 ETH in your first funding round, you're gonna automatically qualify for an airdrop of 200 USDC. And then if you, we threw in some like bonus raffle stuff. If you buy an NFT together, of at least meme coin, as you know, there's like, a huge narrative right around now about meme coins. And so really leaning into that and excited to do this giveaway.
That sounds great. Thank you for the alpha. Does anybody has any questions you would like to make to the meta about lore?
No worries if not right now. I'm available on Twitter DMs and on Discord as well. Yeah, we're just super excited to have the chance to talk to you guys. I'm actually curious, like, do you feel like this like resonates with the metagame community?
I think there might be synergies with it, and I'm glad that we got here. Fearless, Vanessa, Co, we got Cami, we got Ted, even Magic is here, and I would love you to listen to his slot because there might be opportunities of synergies between lore and the Infinity Keys. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but maybe you both guys can see the potential. That's also the reason why I booked you guys together for this day, because there might be something that both projects can synergies upon. So um, yeah, looking forward to
Totally.
it. Does anybody
Wait to
have
dive into
some?
lore more and figure everything out. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that I think we already use Gnosis, so but it would be nice if there's a user experience which is slightly different and maybe more user friendly. So it'll be really cool to check out the features, etc.
yeah, exactly. That's great to hear you already use Gnosis because like you'll probably be very intuitively understanding the product. And yeah, our whole aim, sorry, is to really onboard newcomers into the space. And so trying to make the UX and first user onboarding experience extremely, extremely simple. We actually are even like delving into like embedded wallets and privy and all of that just to onboard with the phone number. And so really excited about that.
That
Yeah,
sounds really
I,
good.
I think we all here knew about GnosisSafe before. I like the fact that through the app you can make of accessing to Gnosis and getting in touch with these tools user friendly. I remember when that tool appeared, it took me some time to fully get what it was that about. So through tools like Lore, it can happen some synthesis of information to reach to the average user.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, any
Cool.
dep that's doing anything with safe is usually doing something big. So a lot of respect.
Right. Cool. Well, appreciate the time here, guys. Let me know if there's any further questions. I'm happy to answer them on Twitter DMs. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. I think that
Thank
that
you.
was our first call today. Super great. Enjoyed the conversation, and I'm going to share the alpha with my friends because I think we can maybe create a treasury. Can you repeat how much ETH do we need to put in our first cycle again to get that GC airdrop?
Yeah, so let me send you this page again, and I'll send you on Discord DM. Let me know if you can see that, and then you can share that. I actually don't have access to the Townhall channel for some reason,
Oh,
but
yeah, I think I never give you any role. It's my bad.
no worries. Yeah, if you could share that link, that's the link for the giveaway. And so yeah, you have to create a collective on Lore by April 1st, invite 3 friends, and deposit at least 0.069 ETH.
Okay, I just found it, and I think that I give you permissions a little late.
Oh, no worries. Okay, I can do it then.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here.